sitting towards the back. By like the fourth convention, I'm watching these people walk across the stage, and when I was inspired the first time, now I'm like, I know that person, and they're not that sharp. How in the world are they making all that money? Black status, are you kidding me? Give me a break. I thought there was something wrong with me. These Forrest Gumps walking across the stage, getting all this money, got thousands of people on their team. How many people on their team? I don't know. How's the comp plan work? I don't know. Something wrong with me. I almost quit. I really did. The best thing that I had going for me is I had no place to go. I swear to God. God was looking out for me. I had no place to go. That was the best thing that ever happened to me. A lot of you have all kinds of options. You could do all kinds of different things. For me, I had food service, I had hard labor, or I had this. That's what I had. And I'm glad God closed all those other doors and left the door to network marketing open, because network marketing built me into a man. Network marketing helped me become the person I was supposed to become. It made me work on my flaws. It made me work on my challenges. And I will tell you, it'll do the same for you. Here's what I've got to tell you. 3.5 years in, I finally made a decision to walk away from luck, and to walk away from blame, and to walk away from hoping for timing or positioning or some magical change or some product that was going to change everything or some incredible person who was going to join my team. I walked away from all of that stuff, and I just made a decision that I'm going to be a professional. I'm going to become world class. I'm going to become an expert on what it takes to grow a huge organization and help that organization be productive. I'm going to become an expert at building a team that moves more product, that changes lives around the world than anybody else. I'm going to learn what I need to learn. And I've got to tell you, the biggest decision of your life professionally is that decision. To walk away from timing and circumstance and blame, to walk away from any other excuse and just say, you know what? I'm going to build it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to the top. I don't need help. I don't need somebody to pat me on the back. I'll go figure out the training. I'll make it happen. It'll change your life. The other thing I will tell you about making a decision is once you make the decision, success is coming to you in a hurry. Way faster than you think. Now, it's not instant, otherwise everybody'd make this decision. But for me, and for most professionals that I work with, it's 3 to 4 years from that decision to freedom. 3 to 4 years from that decision to choices and options and your life opening up. Now, you're gonna have to deal with the fact of making more money and having a bigger impact, but those are high-class problems to deal with. I made that decision at about age 26, and by the time I was 30 years old, I was $1 million a year earner. And for many, many years after that, earned over $1 million a year, and I know you have some people here in this room doing the same thing. If you make a decision, your life, not only your life, but the lives of a lot of other people will change. So let me give you some ideas on what's going on in our world, what you can do about it, what's going on in the network marketing profession, how you can become better. If you're ready to learn how to become better, say aye. All right, fantastic. Here's the truth. Everywhere in the world, people are looking for a better way. People are looking for a better way. What are the options out there? You know, when you talk about what people want, they want choices, they want freedom, they want to work in a positive environment, they want to have a positive impact on people, they want to be paid what they're worth, they want to be able to be uplifted and be uplifting, they want to be able to not live in traffic, they want to be able to not have their kids be raised by a stranger. They want to be able to build a family with the options that they're looking for, but what are their choices? That's what people want. And I think that's true around the world. I train all over the world, 30, 40 countries around the world. Guess what? People want the same thing everywhere around the world. But what are your options? You've got blue collar work. You can work with your hands, manual labor, because can that create freedom? Yes or no? No, it can't create freedom. Now there's a value. I've done blue collar work, and there's something tangible and good about fixing something, doing something, making something better. But there's a limit to it. There's no leverage. You're controlled by the economy. You're controlled by the weather. You're controlled by all kinds of different things. Technology is wiping out blue-collar jobs every minute of every day. It's making it harder and harder for good people to get a reasonable wage. Or you could work for somebody else in an office. You could be employed by somebody else in an office. You could have a job. Now, what's the employer's position? To buy you at wholesale and to sell you at retail. And you take that because you have this illusion of security. But here's what people have realized, it's been true for a long time, that security is an absolute illusion. It is not real. They can get rid of you any moment they wish, even if you think you're indispensable. They can wipe you out, and not only they can, but technology every single day can find a way to do your job faster, easier, cheaper for those companies. If you start complaining for too much money, they'll find a way to replace you by some sort of a piece of technology, and those jobs are shrinking and shrinking. Or you can start your own, you can get involved in starting your own business, a traditional business. How many people have started your own business before outside of network marketing? Raise your hands. The average person in the United States, these are the hardest working people, big risk takers. The average person in the United States spends $65,000 for a traditional business to start it. And where do they get that money? Friends, family, loans, credit cards to start that business? Does that guarantee their success? No. 50% are gone in 12 months. You know why most people don't start a business? They can't think of a cool product. They don't have enough money, or they don't have enough time freedom in order to be able to make it work without their family going bankrupt. That's why. Or maybe they don't have the expertise. They maybe don't have the chops to be able to run a business. Okay? Those 4 reasons. Now, take a look at what we provide. Network marketing is not perfect, but if you have an entrepreneurial bone in your body, it's better. It wins the Pepsi Challenge anywhere in the world. You cannot win a debate with me. I did an interview with Larry King, the famous Larry King. Anybody know who Larry King is? He interviewed me 2 days ago. It was the coolest interview. I can't wait for you to hear it. But he's asking all these questions about network marketing. Is it this? Is it that? And I was like, finally. Somebody, go ahead. Because no entrepreneurial venture on earth comes close to what network marketing provides to the average person. When you take the price of entry as low as it is, the potential as high as it is, the support as great as it is, the products taken care of, international expansion, a team invested in your success, events like this that you can plug into for a few $100, it's flexible around your family's schedule, it's patient while you develop your expertise, it won't kick you out the door. How do you beat that? You cannot beat that.
Nope.
That's what we do. I want you to be shoulders back, chest out, chin up when it comes to this network marketing thing that your friends think is weird.
Yeah.
Because it's not perfect. It's got its challenges, but it's better. It's better. It's better than traditional business. It's better than a franchise. I mean, it's better than all those different things for the average person. Not only is it better for you, but you can share with somebody else. Some people can start businesses, it's great for them, but they can't help anybody else. They can only help themselves, and eventually that gets tiring. So there's 3 things that we do inside of network marketing. You need to understand these 3 things, okay? If you're taking notes, these 3 things. Number 1, we sell valuable products to consumers using word-of-mouth advertising. Why is this important? Because word of mouth is the most valuable form of advertising in the world. Nobody cares about all the different ads that are out on social media or on television or in the print media or any place else up on billboards. What has currency today is a friend saying, understand this, that's what we do. How many people believe in your products? Raise your hands, please. How many people would like to help more people enjoy the benefits of your products? Raise your hands. Now, you see, some of you are really good at selling, but you're not good at helping more people experience the products. You know what you need to do in order to do that? That's the second aspect, and that is grow an ever-expanding network of other people doing the same thing you're doing. So you're going to sell products using word-of-mouth advertising, but you can't reach the world by yourself. If you build a team and they start doing it too, and they build a team, they start doing it too because of something you started. The network is the thing. This is what turns a job inside of network marketing into a business. Leverage. The ability to build a team that are working while you're sleeping. Build a team that are expanding when you're on vacation. Build a team that's in other languages around the world that are growing. You don't even speak the language. Network marketing gives you the opportunity to do that. Grow an ever-expanding team. The network is the thing. How many people have ever read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, or you know about the book? Talks about entrepreneurship. I'd recommend it. The author of that book is Robert Kiyosaki. He said the richest people in the world look for and build networks. Everybody else just looks for work. The network is the thing. You build a network, you never have to worry about money the rest of your life. You build a network, things are going to take care of themselves. The whole world will fall down and line up and reward a person that grows a network. Decide that you're going to become good at that skill. And then the third thing that we do, one, we sell products and services using word-of-mouth advertising. Two, we build an ever-expanding network. And three, through our leadership, we increase the productivity of the networks we build. If we split this arena in two, this half has great leadership and this half doesn't, this half over here is going to be producing more than this group, or vice versa. Just having two groups of 100 people doesn't equal the same amount of volume. Leadership matters. An influencer crawling in and helping people see a bigger picture matters. Here's what we do. We sell valuable products to customers using word-of-mouth advertising. We grow an ever-expanding network of other people doing the same thing. And through our leadership, we increase the productivity of the networks we build. Now, some people want to know what the catch is. You want to know what the catch is? There's a catch. They say it sounds too good to be true. Here's the catch. You need to accept a temporary loss of social esteem from ignorant people. Uneducated people are going to think less of you. Uneducated people are going to think less of you for a season until you perform. And then you'll show them. Then they'll still all call you lucky, but that's okay. It's a different story. If you can accept this, if you can accept a loss of social esteem from ignorant people, this is what knocks most people out of the business. They talk to a friend that they roll their eyes at them. They say, oh, I want everybody to love me, so they stop building a business. If you can get past that, the fact that most people aren't going to understand what you do as an entrepreneur, the world is yours. The other catch, the other catch is you need to think different. You got to think different. You got to walk away from thinking like an employee, and you need to start thinking like an entrepreneur. You got to stop thinking that work is something to get away from versus something to embrace. Entrepreneurs love work, not for the pain, but for the contribution, to build something, to make something, to grow something, to make the world a better place. You got to think different when it comes to support. You be the support. You don't need anybody to help you. Go make it happen. You need to think different about time. You're willing to give it. Here's the deal on time for entrepreneurs. You're going to be underpaid for a significant amount of time. Then you're going to be fairly paid for a short period of time. And then you get to be overpaid for a long period of time. That's the deal. Some people aren't willing to trade this underpaid for overpaid. They're not willing to do it. So they go work at a job where they're miserable, being paid a fair wage, which they call a fair wage. It's only because that's what somebody will pay you. It's not really what you're worth. Are you really just worth $22 an hour plus benefits? That's the value of you? Really? Come on. So you got to accept the fact that you're an entrepreneur now. You don't need to wait for somebody to show up and rescue you. You got this. Decide to make it happen. Okay? Now, you've got a couple founders that I think are extraordinary. You know what I like about them most? Their heart. They really care. They want you to win. They want to empower you to win. They want to equip you to win. They want to continue to innovate. They want their products to go out and change the world. Their mission is to uplift, empower, and validate women across the globe. They want to do that. But here's what I want you to understand. What I want you to understand, they can't do it by themselves. Some of you are proud of your products, but you're not proud of network marketing as much as you need to be. You're a little bit intimidated by this whole business network marketing thing. I want you to get proud because you have a gift and it's important. If we're going to, guess what this business does with its products? It uses those things to accomplish this mission. By empowering women through the financial opportunity and the products and the community and the personal growth in order to be better. But here's the thing I want you to understand. Without you, they can't reach their goal. They can't reach the world. They just can't. They can only reach so much. If you build a small team and you really want to change the world, I will tell you it's a little bit selfish to build a small team. If you care about empowering women around the world, and if you care about the products helping people around the world, then you're going to step through your fear necessary to grow a bigger team to be able to go reach the world. Who's passionate about your products? Raise your hands, please. Who's passionate about network marketing? Raise your hands, please. You really do need both. You need both. It's network marketing helps us reach the world. Now, let me give you a couple tips when it comes to building a successful business. If you're going to be involved in network marketing, decide, please, to be a professional. There's so many amateurs out there promising the world, telling everybody it's easy. It's not. It's challenging. It's an entrepreneurial business you're building. But be a pro. If you're going to do it anyway, develop your skills. Make it all happen. Be a professional. And I will tell you one quick note on making this decision as being unstoppable. Here's what I used to become unstoppable myself. When it comes to business, I am unstoppable. There's no question. One was other people's belief in me. I told you about John Joyce believing in me. I told you about, my family believing in me. I wanted to prove them right. And the second group of people were people who doubted me. I wanted to prove them wrong. Anybody have somebody you want to prove wrong? I wanted to stick it in their face. I wanted to say, take this, Mr. Skeptic. Mr. I'm going to not be in the business a year from now. Mr. Call me 90 days from now when you quit. I'll show you. Other people's doubt became my oxygen. It's like, bring it. Let's go. I'm grateful for the skeptics and the doubters early on because they fueled me. That fuel was important. I learned how to deal with embarrassing situations. It's hard to look good and get better at the same time. So I just decided to be okay with being a little bit messy. Not being perfect. Not having everything figured out. I also learned to put correct weight on other people's opinions. If somebody was somebody I respected, I would listen to that opinion. If they didn't have the life I wanted, I wouldn't listen to that opinion. And then mostly, what changed my whole life is deciding to develop the network marketing skills. And there's 7. There's not 700. I'm not going to go through all 7. I'm not going to train you on it today, but I want to let you know that these basic skills, finding prospects, inviting prospects, presenting your product or opportunity to your prospects, following up, helping people, customers or distributors, helping people become customers, distributors, closing them, helping them get started effectively, and then promoting events. Those 7 fundamental skills changed everything for me. Changed everything for me. Because skills build confidence. And when I was confident, I took more action. And when I took more action, I got more results. And when I got more results, it built more confidence to go back and strengthen the skills, which was a virtuous cycle. I'm just got to tell you, if you're brand new, the thing that I would tell you more than anything else is, first, get around positive people that are going in the direction that you're going in. And second, work on these skills. These skills will create a career for you. They are the highest paid set of skills based upon the difficulty in learning them. They're not that hard to learn, but the results are crazy. The ability, you don't have to be a brain surgeon to learn these skills and develop $1 million income. And not everybody's going to develop $1 million income. But you know what's cool about network marketing? Anybody can. There's no barrier other than your mindset and decision, willingness to face your fear, hard work, all of the things that are available to every single person in this room. Not everybody will, but anybody can. You know why I came here? I came here to talk to a handful of people in this room. I know there's tons of you here and you're all gonna have varying levels of success, but there's some that are really ready. They're hungry. They're ready to make a decision. And what I want to do is drop a seed. Just drop a seed into that human being. Because once that one person makes a decision, they'll change the world. They'll change 1 million people, and I'm not kidding. One person in this room making a real decision with this company can change 1 million people's lives around the world. Their legacy will extend beyond their lifetime. Who's ready to change their life? Say aye. A few other things I need to tell you is that it takes time. We can't expect it to be overnight success. You can't get messed up comparing yourself with other people. Somebody else's journey is not your journey. You've got to follow your path. Understand, they might have started running a long time ago and you got to do a little bit of catching up, but it's okay. People say, well, it's taken so long, and what I say is, compared to what? You work in the post office for 30 years and still be the new kid on the block, right? Compared to what? 5, 10 years of developing your skills and helping other people in order to be able to create real freedom for yourself and for your family and for other people, that's worth it. Anything worthwhile takes time. Set your expectation that 5 years from now, you're gonna be 5 years older anyway, right? Just set the expectation that you're gonna become better in those 5 years. And you're gonna leverage this opportunity, because make no mistake, the moment that you're in right now is a magical moment. It's magical. Some of you might believe that, some of you might not. You have the perfect blend of newness and credibility. Of a history now and still blue sky. It's rare. Some of you are going to go set records that haven't been seen in this profession ever. I think this company can 10x itself, no problem. 10x in the next 3 to 5 years with your help. Anything worthwhile takes time. And finally, I've got to say, it's worth it. It's worth it. I know it's painful. I know it's hard sometimes. I know you're juggling and balancing 1 million things, and kids and family and households and team and everything else. I know. It's not the easiest thing in the world when somebody quits your business, or somebody gossips about you or talks about you behind your back or gives you a hard time, or your friends roll their eyes, or people call you workaholics, or all that other kind of stuff. I know. I've been there. I know it's a lonely business. Once you leave this room, you build it by yourself, a day at a time, a brick at a time. I know that building didn't just happen that you did it from pure desire and pure effort. But I've got to tell you, it's worth it for so many reasons. First, the career you'll create. The career where you call the shots. The career where you're the boss. The career where you set the parameters. A career, get me, understand this. You develop these skills, you'll never have to worry about cash flow the rest of your life. Ever. These skills are so highly paid. This is a career. That's right, I don't like calling it an industry. I like calling it a profession. This is a profession. This is a career path. Imagine having a career. You know how many people in their life never get one? They're just doing a job temporarily until they can find that thing that will be a career for them. This is a career. So cool. The freedom you'll enjoy. Freedom of choice. Freedom of time. Freedom of options. Freedom of movement. Freedom to be able to do what you want to do with the people you want to do it when you want to do it. You know how rare that is in the world? It's an elusive thing. It's a thing people dream about and most people don't have. You know what freedom is to most people? 2 weeks a year. That's freedom. 2 weeks a year. You deserve better than that. So do your families. They deserve better than you exhausted, coming home from a job that's worn you out every single day. It's also worth it for the lives that you'll touch. Nothing lights you up like this. Because of you, that a person saw a better future for themselves. Because of you, they feel better about themselves physically because of your products. Because of you, they feel better about themselves as a business person, as a person being able to provide for their families. They feel better, and they're spreading that positivity around the world. Because of you, that happened. Next is the people you're going to meet. Just understand the social currency inside of network marketing, the social currency I have with many of the leaders that you have sitting in this room, the friendships that you're going to develop, come on. It's the most amazing thing ever. How many people developed lifelong friendships inside of this company? These are friendships like you had when you were 12. You know? Just best buddies. That's a precious thing. It's precious. Next is the places you're going to see. Seeing the world. I would have never thought. I'm a lower middle class kid, you know? Always in secondhand everything. And being able to see the world with these people, helping other people, contributing to the world is a dramatic, spectacular, amazing thing. You're going to see some great stuff. Just inside the company even, on these incentive trips and every place else, let alone what you're going to get to do. In the last month, I was in Fiji at Tony Robbins' house. Then I went to Australia, in the Gold Coast of Australia. And then from there, we went to Dubai, and we stayed at the Burj Al Arab, this big sail hotel, right? Dubai is unbelievable. 7-star hotel, it's ridiculous. We went downhill skiing in Dubai, inside. They had a big inside downhill skiing place with a chairlift, the whole thing, and it's 125 degrees outside. Unbelievable. You got to see Dubai sometime. And from there we went to Brazil, Sao Paulo, Brazil. Unbelievable, the places we get to see, the life we get to live. You get the same thing. And one that will touch, I hope touches a lot of your hearts, is the causes you can contribute to. Imagine being so influential, so powerful, growing such a big business that you have to decide where you're going to donate your money. You have to decide where you're going to donate your time. Being able to take care of family members that can't take care of themselves. Being able to contribute to the Younique Foundation or other foundations or your religious organizations that can turn your money into good work for lots of people. How many people would like to be able to give more if you could? And the big thing is this: the person that you become in the process of building your business. That is the greatest thing. The greatest thing in the world is this person you're becoming. This piece of clay that gets molded into this masterpiece because of the adversity and you facing your fears and doing what's necessary in order to be able to go out there and build something from nothing. The person you're going to become in the process. Here's what I got to tell you. The greatest gift in network marketing is not what you'll get. Even though the money's great, freedom's great, all that stuff, it's not what you're going to get. I learned this from true life experience. The greatest benefit is what you're going to become. What you're going to become in the process. Rest into the rest of your body. Stretch all the way down to your toes. Stretch all the way down to the fingers. All the way down to the tips of your toes. Now I want you to amp up that dream. I want you to amp up that energy and take the energy and make it brighter than you ever thought possible, richer than you ever thought possible. I want you to hold that into your mind. Now, keeping it there, I want you to imagine walking out of this event a few days from now with this intensity. You're lit up, you're ready to go. But as soon as you start traveling home, you start getting text messages, you start getting phone calls, you start getting emails. Your to-do list is huge. Everybody's making you feel guilty for being away for the 3 or 4 days that you were away. So they pile on you when you get back. And you decide, I'm not going to start now. I'll start a little bit later. I'll wait till next week. And next week, just like that, turns into September 1st. I'll start in September. I'll make it really go in September. And the color in your body starts to fade. You start to think maybe you were a little bit foolish in San Antonio. Maybe you just got a little ahead of yourself. Maybe you just need a little bit more time. Maybe you need a little bit more personal development. So you put it off for a little while longer, and pretty soon it's the holidays. You can't build a business during the holidays. Nobody wants to grow a business then. Everybody's distracted. You're distracted. You're running around trying to manage everybody's existence. But you say, January 1st, for sure, I'm going to really go crazy January 1st, New Year's resolution, I'm going to do it. But January 1st comes and goes like so many others, and pretty soon, January's turned into February's turned into March. A year goes by, the next convention comes around, and you told your leaders, oh, just bring me the notes. I don't need them. I was there last year. I'm good. And you let that opportunity slip through your fingers. And something inside of you, the color is diminishing and diminishing and diminishing. This dream is getting smaller and it's losing intensity. It's losing focus. It's flickering. And I will tell you, it's so easy for 1 year to turn into 2 years. It's now 2020. You haven't really moved. But you know, hey, life got in the way. Stuff happened. You know, it's all right. 2 years turns into 3. 3 years turns into 4. 4 years turns into 5 years. It's 2023. You're still at the same status that you were now. Maybe you went up 1, but you could have went up to the top, but you didn't. Now I want you, as you're keeping your eyes closed, I want you to just imagine that reality. Your dream down to the size of a grain of sand inside of your body, but you've been used to that for a long time. And you allowed it to happen. You allowed your to-do list and your guilt and other people causing you to play small in order for them to feel better. You let that happen. Now I want you to come back to this moment. And keep your eyes closed, please. And understand you've got a fresh start in this very moment. And in this moment, you can make a decision that'll not only change your life, but will change thousands of other people's lives in this moment. In this moment, you're going to say, I'm going into this conference like a pro. I'm going to pull every ounce of information out of this conference. I'm going to pour my belief into every person I have in the team that's in this room. I'm going to let them know the greatness that's inside of them. I'm going to capture these notes. I'm going to reach out to my people at home. I'm going to do midnight Facebook groups, and I'm going to tell the world we're going to change everything. We're bringing everybody back a year from now. When I get home, be ready, because we're going to roll up our sleeves and we're going to change the world. And your team from this moment is going to sense something different in you. There's something changed in you because that color that filled up did not fade. It stayed. And when you got home, the distractions of life don't even try. They don't even try to bother you with the nonsense of the silly little to-do lists that have been robbing you from your potential for the most of your life. They stay out of your way because they see you're a person on a purpose. You're here to change the world. Your team is waiting at your house when you get home saying, "Where's the stuff?" You don't wait for rank advancements in September. You start the rank advancements in August. In September, it starts with your team. In October, it explodes into momentum. When you go into the holidays like you've never gone before, everybody in the company saying, "Have you heard what she decided to do? Have you heard what she's doing in her local market? She's changing everything." You blast through the holidays on fire, filled with joy. Your team starts the year of 2019 with acceleration and momentum and growth. You know why? Because of the decision you made this moment. A year from today, you've got 10 times the number of people in your team attending this event. 2 years from today, it's 100 times the people you have attending this event. Black status is happening every month somewhere in your organization. It's expanding around the world. 3 years go by, 4 years go by, 5 years go by. And now, looking back, as you're walking across this stage at the highest pin level, people looking at you saying, "It was because of you that I made the decision. You believed in me when I didn't believe in myself." You have the gift and you have a responsibility. I want you to get it clear in your mind what it's going to feel like, what it's going to look like, and how you're going to feel knowing not only you changed your family's life, that was taken care of relatively early, but you helped other people do the same thing. You've grown it around the world because of the decision you made. Now in a moment, I want to ask you to open your eyes, and I want to ask you to do one thing. Over these 5 years, this color has grown in you that will come to represent how you think about your dream. As vibrant as you ever thought possible, and then times 10. So bright, so powerful, so positive. It doesn't have time for gossip. Doesn't have time for petty nonsense. It is focused on changing the world. When I count to 3, I want you to unleash a sound that is in direct proportion to your belief in your dream. A sound that represents what you're committed to doing in the future to help other people. Here we go. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Let it go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. You guys got this. Let me tell you, it's my distinct honor and high privilege to spend some time with you. I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of what you're going to do in the future. It's already done. Just go put in the work. I love you all very